Hi, I'm Kaylee with LiveMix and I'm here with
Heaven's Basement.
Make you my bitch, you can't control me. You just make me sick. I ain't jumping jack flash.
What are each of your names?
So I'm Chris.
I'm Rob.
And I'm Sid.
Sweet.
Really good names, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
good solid British names. Yeah.
What are your musical influences?
Rob and Sid.
Oh,
Good answers.
Yeah.
really?
Not
really
No, I mean we share
no.
we share loads of like the same bands, like rock and roll bands throughout history from the 60s to now, really. And everyone kind of spirals off in their own direction. Has some weird and wonderful tastes, you know.
No, everything from Hendrix, Beatles, Zeppelin, Stones, Guns N' Roses, Rage,
Henry VIII.
Henry VIII.
Yeah,
Henry VIII.
he died. He's
He
actually
died 467 years ago today, so
Yeah.
rest in peace.
One of my brother.
Do you all contribute to songwriting?
I try not to. Yeah, but there's no real set rules. Everyone's welcome to come in with ideas.
Don't
No
mean
matter
how
how bad
bad
they
it
are.
like.
Everyone's welcome to come with an idea, but there's always a machine gun pointed at
Yeah,
them.
we're very brutal with each other, so it's good fun. It's like there's a couple of weeks ago when some ideas were presented for the next kind of album, and the way to present it was just to get really drunk and
I was like, I've got some ideas I've been working on, and Robert got some ideas as well. Let's get everyone smashed and then ask if they want to hear them, because we couldn't do it before. We played them and we had a lovely time as well. We're driving around America.
So do you have any advice for any other songwriters?
Yeah, just write as much as possible, because you get better at it.
yeah, well, it's and they listen to loads of music and just take things in.
Yeah, listen to the Beatles,
Right for
and then
you,
write
yeah.
loads of songs.
Right for you and trust your instincts.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Don't think, well, someone else will think of your song, just do it what you think it should sound like, and your sincerity will prosper.
Yeah, don't ever try and write a song to get on the radio, because they just sound awful. Like, just write things that you dig.
Okay, do you guys have like a favourite song to play live?
I'm looking forward to. We've got a new song in the set tonight that we've never played live before. That I'm looking forward to doing. We'll see if we get through the end without making.
Yeah,
any
we're
We're looking
mistakes.
forward to playing it, but after we
Furious.
played it, we might just drop it because
Yeah.
it'd be horrendous.
Yeah.
But no, I'm the same. Like, there's some really good parts in it, and it's nice that now the album's been out for over a year. It's cool to put something new in and keep it fresh for us and fresh for everyone else watching as well.
I'm just looking forward to getting back to playing a headline set, like a long set. Just gives you time to sort of get in the moment and sort of digest it and soak it all in and absorb it, rather than just like when you do festivals and support slots, you're sort of just like, oh no! Do you know what I mean? Whereas we've got time to really sort of make the most of it, milk it, and outstay our welcome.
Because you've done 2 sets of Download last year, didn't you?
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
actually done 2 sets for the last 3 years. We managed to kind of blag our way in becoming the house band of Download without anyone noticing.
Yeah, they noticed.
Which is the sign of a great band.
Yeah, nobody noticed.
No one
Like
noticed.
3 years in a row.
Sweet.
I think the promoters finally realised and is a good dude. But yeah, last year was amazing. We played the second stage, it was like a vast crowd and everyone was having a great time from what it looked like.
Sounded like a pirate in a vast crowd.
Do you have like any tour memories, like interesting tour memories?
No.
Australia is
Fresh and
amazing.
amazing.
Yeah, that's fresh in
Yeah.
mind. We just got back from there a few days ago and it's probably the best touring festival we've ever done.
And the most depressed
It was
I've ever been
amazing.
in my life when it finished. It was horrific. There was a day of just like, I got to my house at like 9 in the morning. And I was opening the door and I was like, I was in a bar in Australia last night. I'd lost like 2 days, but had the experience of travelling from Australia to England from
It's
a
been-
bar. It was ridiculous because your mind just goes mental.
It's been a weird month. We've gone from like icy cold Canada with snow to here to a waterfall in New Zealand to Norwich waterfront in the space of a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Dubai for a bit.
Yeah.
Nice shout.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
It's all those things are great, you know, right? This is the start of our headline tour. Being in a place like New Zealand, Australia for the first time. It's all amazing, isn't it? You know?
Yeah.
It's just being on tour is just being out with your mates, playing music, having beers, and every tour you create memories, whether it be chickens, poutine, or corn on the cob.
They all have. Wow, that was a really good.
That's
reference.
2009. though.
Basically, they're all different stories. I forgot about them.
Which is good fun,
This
you know
tour
what
is going to be really interesting
Because
because
we're essentially farmers.
we brought out a double decker tour bus this time and invited our friends Glamour of the Kill to share and get on the bus and then share in the party with us.
So a lot of people.
Because we're like mates from back in like, you know, for a while, so we're like, let's tour Europe but together, and it'll be. It could be.
Well, it's like 16 people on this bus and.
16 specific kind of people.
Yeah, it's going to be a good 6 weeks, interesting 6 weeks.
6 weeks.
I'm a little bit nervous about the staircase. It's a bit.
Yeah. I made sure I was well away from that bunk.
Yeah.
There's a bunk that just drops out and then down the stairs and then you're out.
Yeah, don't do that.
Yeah.
So it's good to tour with people you're close to then. Is there anyone,
Yeah, definitely.
Is there anyone you haven't got on with like majorly well?
Just maybe
at
each other.
first, yeah, we sort of didn't really get on.
We've been lucky enough to tour with bands that all of them, you know, they know the circuit, things like that. And literally, my first tour we did was like around Germany with a band called D&D, and then we came to the UK and we did Papa Roach, and it was just like the best time ever. So every tour we've done thus far, we've been lucky enough to meet.
Like we're still in touch with every band that we've ever toured with. Do you know what I mean? On like a friendly level. I think you just connect on stuff because you're essentially music fans and musicians.
It's all right. I'm kind of hoping for some friction at some point because it'd be fun like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah, we've had friction once.
A tour battle. That's what it's all
I'd
about.
rather go for the.
Yeah, we just kind of like when we don't know a band and we're touring for the first time, we just ease our way in, you know.
That's not true.
Have a good time and
That's not
go
true.
with the flow.
Sometimes, one time when we were really just starting out,
Oh yeah, to be fair.
we were in Europe somewhere, and we just fucking snotty little nose English kids just like bowled into the headliner's dressing room and just started eating all their food.
Yeah.
Didn't really realise what was going on.
To be fair, we were starving.
We were starving.
Yeah, and it was alright with it afterwards.
Yeah, after we, yeah.
Do you have any pre-show rituals?
No, we're surprisingly level-headed. Like we don't really get into the yoga incense, although this one's getting close.
Yeah. No, it's just like put some tunes on, have some drinks kind of thing, maybe go out and watch the bands, get a feel of the room and stuff like that. That's it really.
Every gig's different as well. Some gigs will, you know, you're doing a festival in the morning or afternoon. And like tonight we've got till like 9 or 10 o'clock till we go on, so there's plenty of time just to soak up the vibe of the venue and that.
It's essentially, when you go to a gig, you are essentially going out for a good night. So we just do the same thing. Every night, back ahead, some tunes hanging, a few drinks.
What are your favourite and least favourite things about touring?
Washing is my least favourite. When you start running out of boxes and socks, that's a horrible moment.
I've started throwing away socks now.
Yeah, I just liberating.
I don't earn as much as you.
We've got socks all maybe just start fucking. Yeah.
That's not true.
Most
I
liberating.
loads more than it.
That's not true.
That's not true either.
But the best thing about touring is just the obnoxious amount of fun you can have. The worst thing about touring is how that obnoxious amount of fun makes you feel. You know what I mean? But then it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I assume your best tour award is Australia then?
No, that was just that was more of a
That's fresh in our
personal
mind.
thing.
It was like a new place. Anytime you go to a new place, it's like, oh wow, it's amazing.
Yeah.
But there's so many countries we love going to. You know, from Sweden to Spain, Canada, the States. Like we've done a lot over there, so there's not one country that we don't enjoy going to. Everywhere's different, and we have a lot of stories and memories from every place now.
Yeah. Well, I've got some questions that some friends have sent in.
Lazy.
Yeah.
No.
Should we get some fans to play half the set tonight?
Yeah, that'd be good.
What are
Probably
your
play better
favourite
than you
things
do.
to drink on tour?
So we talked about this because we normally ask for vodka. We've got 6 weeks getting a bottle of vodka every night. You can imagine that it's not going to be much fun. So this is standard basement. We thought about doing something and didn't do it, but we were going to do a roulette thing. So we'd normally go like, we're going to ask for a bottle of whiskey one night, rum the other night, vodka the other night. Pretty much, that's kind of game on really.
Yeah.
All of us get
What
on.
do we have tonight?
It was just vodka.
We got
We didn't
vodka.
actually
We
put
didn't
that
do
plan
that, so
into
we got
effect.
vodka.
Okay, alright, so we'll have a lot of vodka.
We drink quite a lot of vodka. Vodka and whiskey. We're really into rum as well.
Yeah, rum.
Certain countries have started
Yeah,
having their own
free
drink for me as well, like the whiskey and sour in the States. Australia was whiskey and ginger.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Wow, what radical changes they must have been. Fly halfway around the world,
Do you have to read a cocktail book?
changing soft
That was
drink.
really good.
Finland has some wacky drinks.
Yeah, that's a weird place.
What's that mental one called?
Yalavina.
There you go.
That's like brandy, but it's like
It smells like
It's like brandy.
the sort of thing where you
steroids.
stood outside a bar and they'll make you drink an entire bottle of it before you can go in the bar.
The best
And then you
thing to do
stick
is
on
never
that.
ever be fussy about what you drink. That's what we've learned. Whether it be a £5 bottle of wine or a really nice
Special
bottle of
brew.
vodka.
special brew or
Or it'd
organic.
be a £5 bottle of wine or like a really cheap bottle of wine.
Should we do the whole question again on that one?
Yeah, might as well.
So when did you all meet? We first met in 2008.
No, we first met in like 2006. And
So
then
it's all very memorable.
Evan's Basement started in 2008, so me and him known each other for a lot of time before.
And then it's a very boring story. I mean, we just toured around the country and variously, like, slowly picked up new members like a snowball. I mean, we actually, the first show we did was in a freight name and we supported Rob's band. And then, so when we needed a bass player, he said he'd do it.
Band was called Thunder Donkey.
Thunder Donkey.
Yeah, there's another one, wasn't
Yeah, but I was never really a fan of that one. Thunder Donkey was my favourite. My Massive Pony.
What was the other
My
one?
Massive Pony.
I didn't know about
Yeah.
that. Cool.
That was more of a Thunder Donkey kind of guy. But, and then Aaron, like, a couple of years ago, fairly unremarkable. But it's just because we all sort of outgrew the various bands that we were playing in as kids, I guess. Like, don't necessarily mean in an ability way or anything, just
Definitely
more
not
of a
an
passionate way. Like, we want to go and like do this
it?
properly.
Ambition, really.
Hello, folks. Look, tour manager.
He's around somewhere. I think he's probably in the office upstairs.
Yeah.
Cut that out later.
And then we met him like just then.
Yeah, I think all of us in the bands we was in before Evan's Basement were kind of like the guy in the band that'd be pushing to, you know, the organising, getting gigs and trying to like strive to go places. So it was only kind of fate that eventually we kind of.
Well, it's not actually true for me. There was people that worked much harder than I did, but like it was
I mean,
just
like,
that when you
ambition,
meet
you know
people
what I
that are really on the same page.
Yeah.
What are your favourite achievements as a band?
I once got the Bronze Personal Survival Award. It was a kind of child. That was a hot good day.
Chris, finally managing to get an album out because it took us quite a while, but looking back on it, I'm glad we didn't rush anything, and I think a year on we still wouldn't change anything about it. It was like the kind of perfect impact we set out to do when we started recording.
Chris won Drummer of the Year, wasn't he?
Yeah, Chris Drummer of the Year is great. Well, that's really the ridiculous thing.
That's legit.
Like, we started off, you know, just playing clubs anywhere we could, and now we've been nominated for a Kerrang Award last year. We were nominated for a Revolve Award. It's mental to even be nominated for an award from an American magazine.
We're up for Best New Talent at the Golden Goddess Awards.
Selling out shows as well on this tour is like an achievement for us. You know what I mean? Places like Nottingham, Glasgow. These are like places that we've been gigging since we started as band, so it's great now to be selling them out in advance.
It's all very humbling to be like nominated against bands with like proper dudes.
people.
Like we're like against Chino's new band.
Yeah, Joey Jordison's
Joey
new
Jordison's
band.
new band, and they're American, so it's very sort of humbling, I guess, for like English guys to be nominated for something like that. So it's awesome.
And if you weren't in a band, what would you be doing?
I have no idea, gotta be honest.
I mean, that thought's honestly never
Yeah,
entered into
I
my
have no idea. Yeah, it's kind of like all our eggs have been thrown into this basket a long time ago for each of us. Yeah, you know, since we were in school and before, we've always been into music, and there's never been a backup plan.
No, there's never been it wouldn't even be a backup manager. I have no idea how to answer that question.
Yeah,
Probably be a Formula 1 driver.
yeah, spaceman.
Yeah.
I'd be a spaceman.
I'd be a fire engine.
Okay, where do you see yourselves in 10 years' time?
Spaceman.
So work
Being an astronaut.
Yeah, well, I'm
Spaceman.
yeah.
Spaceman. Boat driver.
Magician's assistant. We have no idea. We don't even know if it's going to last by the end of this tour. So we just take it week by week,
Hour by hour.
hour by hour, because we never know what's going to happen. We didn't know that we were going to get to go and play all the most amazing festivals across America and Europe last year, and that happened. We didn't know that we'd be able to get our album out. We didn't know that we never thought that we'd be headlining the venues that we're doing on this tour.
Yeah,
Because we've only played these venues with what we would consider to be much bigger bands,
Yeah.
and now to come here headlining, that's kind of it.
It's a weird lifestyle. It's like it literally is month by month. You never know what's going to happen. You know, so and it's been like that for the last three years really, and it's exciting. You know.
Yeah, hopefully in 10 years' time we'll still be doing this as excited as we are now and as driven as we are now, and hopefully able to grow a better biz than we can now. That's
That's really the dream.
That's the bar, really. Yeah.
What are your favourite things to do on a day off?
No, I don't want. Sorry.
So if it's a
day off.
Like
if it's a
days
day on
off.
tour,
Yeah.
it's sort of just trying to get out there and see what you can. Go to we've had some mental memories just purely from last year. Get on days off, like going around Munich, going to the beer halls and stuff like that.
Yeah,
Soaking up
days off
culture,
in-
we like to
in
call it, which
cities
means getting hammered. in
Yeah.
random places.
Soaking up culture, which is with their alcohol.
Yeah, a lot of soaking.
That's another reference. You've got to try and see it because we get to travel a lot, and I love traveling. I adore it.
Yeah.
But we don't really get to see much. So if we get the chance, we
You know, we have 2 days off on this tour in between Helsinki and Berlin. So that's a lot of time to
I think
explore.
we're flying then, aren't we?
Oh, really? Alright,
So
fair enough.
we're flying back to Germany. Yeah, we're flying to Germany. Got days off in Berlin, mate.
Nice.
We're flying to Germany. I love Berlin as well.
He knows what's going on.
I really love Berlin.
Okay.
Berlin's great.
Berlin's great. Yeah, we'll have some quality nights out and two euro kebabs. You never go wrong.
Yeah, I'd say
Seriously,
Amsterdam.
have a Berlin kebab. You'll never have an English
Also,
one again.
Amsterdam kebabs are
It's
amazing.
not Amsterdam.
It's
It's
Amsterdam.
Tilburg.
No, but Holland in
Amsterdam's
general.
great,
Yeah.
Frankfurt. That's a particularly good one for you. You had your own table.
Oh shit, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, kebabs in Europe are mental compared to English ones. They're terrible over here now. There's all greasy and stuff in there, wraps and everything.
Yeah.
It's game on. Really, really good stuff. Yeah, that's the set.
So, yeah.
Okay, we'll go to our last question. Do you like to meet your fans afterwards?
Yeah, we've always had a real, good relationship with our fans, you know.
Whether you like it or not, you should.
Yeah.
I don't think you can go out there and be told that you suck if you suck. Do you know what I mean? It's we like to just hang out and see what everyone's up to.
The thing is,
touch
we've never seen it as felt the need to go and see everyone. We just come out and see everyone kind of thing. It started doing support tours and you come out after you play, but then everyone would just normally hang out. I like the merch and watch the other band or something like that, have some beers and things like that.
Yeah.
We're real lucky in a way that we don't really have any dicks as fans. Like some bands, you'll go to a gig and a friend of mine commented on this once. They came to our, they're from London, and they came to one of our shows there, and they was like, I'm really surprised there's no dickheads there. Everyone's just having such a good time.
Yeah.
And it's because if you get a lot of the sceney bands that are in it with there's an image or thing going on, you normally have a bunch of novices in the crowd that aren't really there for the music, whereas our bands and the fans, it's literally there for the
It's quite a
for
wide
the love of
it's a
having
wide
a good
mix of
time
people
and
and
the music.
yeah, there's some real sweet people that will bring us gifts at shows, whether it be a cake we've made at home or whatever. And yeah, it's cool. We've got to know so many faces in the crowd, so it's only natural for us now just to want to kind of see them afterwards and stuff. You know what I mean?
We're only here because of them, so there's no point in ignoring them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Quite a lot of them outside at the minute.
Is there?
Oh, that's good.
That's a good sign, isn't it?
Yeah.
Quality.
Yeah, well, Rob's right.
Yeah, it's great. That's the energy of the show from the fan base. We don't rehearse. We don't really enjoy rehearsing. There's nothing there. It's playing in front of the crowd and stuff. It's great.
Yeah.
Very unrewarding for our egos.
Yeah.
We really like playing in front of people cheering.
Yeah.
We don't like playing instruments.
We don't. The thing is, we've never written a song for anybody but ourselves. But we play the shows very much as a group, with the fans, with the crowd, and because that's a whole different thing. That's getting a ball of energy and a circle of energy, and the crowd are as much an important part of the show as the band.
Oh yeah.
You get to evolve the songs for that, so you'd be like, oh, let's put this bit in here and things like that, and put a gang chant in here or a call and response thing. It's fun because you revisit the songs, and we love playing live.
Yeah, we just worked out a bunch of things that we're going to play tonight in here with no instruments, just singing it. So hopefully we'll pull that off.
When's this interview going out?
It will go out as soon as I get into it.
Oh really? I shouldn't say what I was about to say then.
What?
It's mysterious,
I was
isn't it?
gonna
Some kind of Nostradamus,
I was going to say about Plymouth, what's happening there. That's pretty cool with a fan.
Oh yeah, no,
Post it
don't
after
say that.
the
Don't say
update.
that.
It might be bad luck anyway.
Yeah, don't say that.
You can't say anything like that.
No, it's about to-
Sorry.
Now I want to know, so I don't know.
That sounds way more mysterious than it is.
Yeah, it's
Shut up!
And now
Well,
haze
still.
comes over.
Stonehenge.
Well, thank you for your time.
Thank you for listening to us ramble on endlessly. Don't
Thanks
sing.
a lot.
no problem.
Nice
I'll
to
tell you
meet
what it
you.
is when you turn the camera off.
Okay.
Be prepared for the shock of your lifetime.